and he does. He cancels it before QXE even tries to get in there, pulling back the Overlords before they can get sniped by these Marines. And CatZ is currently actually supply capped. I'm thinking that won't go in his favor with the army right at his doorstep. He's got a lot of, even more supply caps, so Overlord's not popping for a few more seconds, so this push is going to do quite a bit of damage, I think. I don't think these 7 mutas and a few lings... Oh, we do have a lot of banelings popping up, though I don't believe their speed yet. It's just starting to upgrade, so he's able to catch these Marines while they are on the creek. He might be able to do some damage, but he does have... He is just now out of... Well, he is still supply blocked, but not sure he's moving quick now. They're trying to get a cutoff with these lings. He does delay the Marines just a little bit, and these mutas are going to be able to clean up. Nice baneling micro, nice ling micro match to cut off those Marines for just a little bit, and looks like he's going to try and do a counterattack with these lings now. He still has a bunker up, does have his 3rd expansion, has a sizable force of Marines and tanks, so he won't be in too much trouble. But these mutas might be able to do some harassment. There is 1 turret at the mineral line, but he can always pick off something like these reactors and tech labs. But we do have more turrets going down to defend those as we speak. Looks like they just ran by here, you know, maybe the tanks couldn't attack him, you know, statue in the way. And it looks like he's gathering in this base. He probably is going to go after this command center. He is blocking him with this 1 ling, which is going to be a bit of a thorn in QXE's side. And we do have the lings engaging, but they are backing off. And looks like CatZ is backing off completely, but he is taking a 3rd and 4th expansion, trying to keep up with his Terran opponent. Speed banelings are just now done. We've got 14 banelings in production. I think that might be enough to one-hit a command center. If not, it can at least go through all these SCVs and Marines quite easily. Depends on how they're microed, though, but let's see what's going on here. Planetary Fortress halfway completed. Perfect timing. And nice splitting there, but all the Marines do go down. These mutas are going to be able to take out these last 4 Marines and take out these tanks. I'm not sure what he was doing there. He should have just kept them right here, kept the tanks maybe going around, and actually sent some of those SCVs to repair the tanks. I think he could have saved 1 or 2 there, but, you know, I'm not quite good enough to correct how these guys are playing, but I'll give them little hints and hope they don't, you know, challenge me to a duel or something. Yo, Lobber, you said my play was bad. I challenge you to a duel. Yeah, if they did that shit, I'd be like, fuck it, you win. I'm not even gonna try. I mean, if one of them was Protoss, I might consider playing them, and I just cannon rush, because I've cannon rushed in 1 against a couple top 200 people, and that's the best I can do, so that's all I can say about that. So we do have 4 expansions out for CatZ now, compared to the 3 of QXE. However, he is starting his 2nd or 4th command center there, so it looks like he will either, once he finishes that, lift off and go to either this outer base natural or the gold expansion. We've got some mutas coming in here, looking to hit these mineral lines, but there is 1 turret, and Marines coming in time, and I'd like to see maybe some repair there, at least a bit quicker on the repair. But CatZ did force QXE to use a stim, and since there is no starport out yet, these Marines are basically down 20% of their health permanently. So, well, actually, he is starting a... I'm just checking on the... Where is it? There it is, okay. I just saw on the production tab, there is a starport being built here. So once medevacs do come out, he'll be able to repair those Marines, or heal those Marines. I guess it's not like a robot. You repair a tank, you heal a Marine. And we do have the double Evo out now. Usually see double Evo going for ranged and Carpus, but I guess he is gonna try and buff these lings as much as he can. Also, banelings. Once he does have the +1 banelings armor, the banelings will take 2 hits from tanks, which can be crucial in this matchup. But we do see for QXE, if you look at the production tab, we do have tank weapons, or vehicle weapons going up +1. And actually, very nice play by QXE here, sieging on the low ground and by the watchtower, forcing all those drones off, and is going to kick out a spine crawler or 2 and the extractor, and eventually probably take out this hatchery. Lings, it looks like they're going to try and maybe do a counterattack up north, or try and get around and do a flank. But this hatchery is going to go down, not much resistance for it. And it looks like CatZ is going to try and counterattack on this upper planetary fortress. This command center, there's nothing defended nearby. If these mutas went after the command center there, they could get a pretty much guaranteed kill. CatZ is taking, I was going to say a 5th, but I guess it's retaking 4th because of the first command center. And the command center does go down. And, oh, I'm not sure I like that play. Banelings, after they killed the planetary fortress, half killed the tank, went back, lost probably twice as many Banelings he needed to there, but probably could have gotten all those SCVs if he targeted properly, but alas, he did not. All these Marines surviving, at least, all in a big clump. We did see about 10 or 8 or so did get one Baneling hit near them. They're on low health, but they did survive. And Muta's now taking out this floating command center. I don't think these Marines are going to be able to get there in time. Looks like they're going to try. They even are stimming these Marines down to 1 HP. They're running away. They snipe off 1. Oh, and that's all they're able to do is they managed to kill 1 Muta, and that's a lot of 1 hit point Marines along with a bunch of 35 hit point Marines. But I did just see 2 medevacs pop for the Terran on the production tab, and there they are, so... And even seeing some Thors out now, so... Terran very good on trying to expand, and he does have a very fortified position here. So we do have this masked Ling, Baneling, Muta for the Zerg player here, just waiting for something to happen. We do have weapons level 3 going out for the Marines, so they'll soon be doing 9 damage, which is absolutely absurd. I mean, that's some of the highest damage per second in the game, for or at least this cheap of a unit. I mean, I suppose Lings with adrenal glands plus 3, but... And Baneling's going in, taking out about a third, about a half of the Ling, and we do have a bunched up amount of Mutalisks, but they are able to take out the Thors. All the Marines going down, all these tanks going down. We do have 22 Mutas left over for CatZ with plus 2 weapons. They are going to be able to take out, do quite a bit of damage. There's almost no Marine opposition. There's no Thors left on the battlefield, so who knows? We could see a lot of damage being done by CatZ here. Splitting up his Mutas, half sitting back here, not the greatest thing. And looks like that 1 missile turret is able to survive due to SCV repair. Trying to attack the Mutas, but still in range. That is a lot of Mutas lost. Lost 11, 12 Mutas. Lost 12 Mutas in that engagement. That's about over half of his army. Engaging these Marines still, I think CatZ thought he had the game and he overcommitted to that last attack. All his... down to 1 hero Mutalisk out of 22. If you check the units lost there, you just see that CatZ looks like he skyrocketed after that last engagement. I'm sure he was probably double ahead there, but he's losing horribly now in that regard. When you check out the income tab, he's barely ahead even. He's only ahead by 5 harvesters. So this game is nowhere close to being advantageous for either player. Well, as I say that, I'm looking, you know, CatZ does have 5 bases, but not that far ahead on the work from him. Trying to do some damage again, but losing another Muta to that turret, or at least a new turret, and only managing to kill about 2 Marines. Not the greatest trade-off of units. We do see a Greater Spire going down, and an Ultralisk Cavern already done. We see no Adrenal Glands going down, or Armor yet, or Pathogen Glands, but that's a lot of upgrades to upgrade. But Greater Spire almost done, so both Ultralisks and Broodlords. Looks like we had a, judging from those corpses, we just saw a 8 Marine drop going down there, which was dealt with. And it looks like there's some Marines that just happen to be waypointed down here, but they're actually managing to get through this single spine crawler. Probably going to be able to kill a couple drones, actually, but let's see how many of these are able to take. They have upgrade level 3, so that's 9 damage per shot. They are able to kill, I think, 1 or 2 drones each. And with the scan here, they're able to take out most of those creep tuners. Actually, Hero Queen just, you know, hanging out. Hey Thors, I'm just gonna... I'm not Zerg, I'm just wearing a costume. Ain't no no reason to attack me, I'm fine. But we do have more drones going down here. We do see them being one-hit shotted now. That's because they only have 1 armor and they do 41 damage, so hero tanks able to one-shot these for now. That is quite an interesting upgrade amount, if you think about it. Tanks being able to one-hit drones. We actually have a 6th expansion going down for CatZ in the top position. Both top positions, actually. That's 7 expansions. And another Muta-snipe of these command centers. Just running away from the Marines. Damn, I think that's 3 or 4 command centers he's been able to kill with just Mutas alone. And he killed that command center. Oh, and the tank's unprotected now. Beautiful Muta micro, able to take out a command center and both those offensive tanks there. Thors and Marines dancing back and forth between bases, but not able to do any damage. And it looks like we're reassembling up north. We've got a massive morphing Banelings and Banelings pre-made, a couple Ultralisks, and a hell of a lot of Mutas up here. Looks like we're going to see a major push on this upward top expansion of the Terran. And Creep still prohibiting this from landing. This is actually his main command center. Moving from the base. This is empty too, so I expect to see him maybe lift this off at least once the gas is out. But Terran must be starving right now. Even his 3rd is now dead. I'm not sure how Terran's able to come back from this single push. I mean, he's got no income left. And he can't even place this down. It looks like he did have to use a scan to get rid of that. And there's a lot of creep around him. Creep sped by CatZ has been absolutely beautiful this game. Queen going down with full energy, not able to do any transfuses. And Terran army behind its own base, this massive Zerg force might be able to take out a lot of these SCVs. Oh my goodness, long distance mining a hoe. But it looks like these Thors and tanks will be able to finish off these Ultralisks, trying to do some damage, but these Mutas getting a lot of kills here on these stray SCVs, being forced to run away now though, as the army from the Terran does manage to get in here. And if we check the income tab, almost double in harvesters. Terran's not even mining at all right now. If he is able to get this orbital command out, I expect to see 3 or 4 mules pop down here. He's oversaturated. He will spike in income, but I'm not sure how he's going to do. I mean, if you actually look at the Zerg player's income, he's actually got a higher gas income than mineral income. That means if he was building only Mutas, he wouldn't be able to afford any links, which is interesting. We do have some nice transfuse going on. CatZ does have quite a few queens with quite a lot of, you know, energy. That's what it's called. Preferring to use it on the Ultralisks instead of the Mutalisks. I guess the Ultralisks do have more armor, so they absorb more damage, but I'm just thinking with the Mutalisks, I mean, they cost more per hit point. And I don't know, hard to say. But we do have, holy shit, we got 9 Brood Lords, 16, I'm just gonna go to the Army tab, that'll make my life, or Unit tab. So we have 70 drones, 5 Ultralisks, 9 Brood Lords, 16 Mutas, 6 Corruptors versus 4 Thors, 11 tanks, and 70 Marines. Terran and Zerg both more or less maxed out on army, but because we do have 30 more drones and SCVs, the Terran army is actually larger in food count, but smaller in gas.